guys, so today we're going to have a conversation about a scent that I actually am moving from my current rotation back into storage, and I just wanted to film a bit of a talk through about that particular scent. This is Comptoir Sud Pacifique Vanille Ambre eau de toilette. So this is an eau de toilette, not an eau de parfum. And in talking about this particular scent, I've tried a few from Comptoir Sud Pacifique, and I'm kind of talking about all of them because it's a very comprehensive, understandable line. I understand what they're doing with their line, and it's quite an interesting idea what they're doing. So I just wanted to explain this to you in case you're interested as well. So Comptoir Sud Pacifique is a Parisian perfume house, and what they're doing really is a very interesting approach to fragrances that had surfaced in the last maybe 5 years as a mainstream movement. That, I mean, obviously people had been doing it for ever, as long as perfume had existed, but it's the notion of layering scents. There are kind of two approaches to perfumery right now that are sort of swivering through the mainstream. First is the classic approach to fragrance, which is probably my favorite way to understand fragrance, and this is living the vision of the nose who created the fragrance. So the fragrance is a complete story, complete picture. They have something in their mind that they want to convey, and they do it through the fragrance, and that is the final product. So most of my scents are really more complicated, a little bit more melding with each other. The notes are melding with each other. There's an interplay between different layers of the fragrance. And there's also the second way to wear perfume, which is becoming more and more popular. And this is layering scents. So getting a few scents that are perhaps a little bit more simplistic in nature, because it's much more difficult to pair scents that are complicated because you need to really know what you're doing there. But for playing around with scents, for having fun with them, if you're not a perfumer, if you do not know the concentrations of molecules in each of the perfumes and how to combine them and what you're trying to achieve, it can become messy with complex fragrances. But companies are putting out whole lines of fragrances that are meant to be layered. Jo Malone, Comptoir Sud Pacifique, the Library of Fragrances, La Vanilla, they're all those types of scents that are kind of meant to be worn with other scents. Of course, you can wear them by themselves, and it's usually a 1 to 2 noter, maybe 2 to 3 noter sometimes. Easy, simple, not too overloaded with information, not a vision kind of scent, but just like a pleasant scent or something that you understand with your brain what to layer it with. So this Comptoir Sud Pacifique Vanille Ambre is a sweet gourmand scent. Lots of scents from this line are sweet gourmands. So they have coconut vanilla ones, they have peach vanilla, I think. They have a variety, or apricot vanilla. They have a variety of different kind of layering fragrances. This just happens to be one of them. I think they're all equally easy to work with. They're well thought through as a layering fragrance. So this one is quite a gourmand. There's lots of vanilla, lots of sweet amber here. There's a base of patchouli that can be a little bit more difficult for me to pull off because my skin does not enjoy patchouli. But this one is an easy patchouli to wear. It's slightly dustier, clean patchouli, not the really heavy forest laden earthy patchouli that can be a little bit more difficult to wear. But this is really quite lovely. I like layering it. For instance, I have layered it with this fresh scent that I've talked about in my rotation because this one enters the rotation, this one's leaving. I've worn them simultaneously, pairing them together. It's easy. I think with this kind of scent, you take something light and floral or citrusy, and all of a sudden then you have a slightly more complex thing going on, and this one acts as a base. Yeah, it's nice. It's fun. It's fun to play with fragrances. I personally do prefer to enjoy fragrance like I enjoy art. So I want to see the vision of the artist and understand what it is that they're trying to convey to me through their scent. These are fun. These are like crayons, perfume crayons, and you can create some really fun, really interesting combinations. And it is extremely fun to play like that with your perfumes. So I do encourage you, if you haven't done layering, just to try to go for those brands that do create these layering kinds of fragrances. And just try it. Just try to add and subtract, try to multiply, try to see what you can do with them. You can come up with pretty interesting combinations. These kinds of fragrances are really made for that. It's supposed to be fun. Perfumery is not supposed to be so ever serious. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. We can have a good time with this. So I think fun, good time. Don't think I would repurchase this particular scent because I don't think there's anything particularly special about it. It's just this kind of scent. This kind of scent can be fun. Layering can be fun. Combining and playing with your perfumes is fun. So if you're into it, I think check out Comptoir Sud Pacifique Vanille Ambre. Is not particularly special, but it's a fun layering piece. It's a good basic. So that's what I have to say about this fragrance today. I hope you had a good time. Have a good day. See you guys later. Bye bye.